Be brother and sister, that it'll all be over.
And yet that's the only way to find out the truth about yourselves, isn't it?
Martin, you scared me. I didn't see you there.
Now, if I knew a way of solving a mystery about my father, I'd do something about it.
I want to know the truth, of course.
Oh, yes? What truth?
Well, I want Julie to still be my sister because I love her. But if it's true that our fathers are statues over there in the Forbidden City, then that means that Julie and I aren't really brother and sister. So then things will be different between us two. It won't be like it was before.
Sometimes if you want to get something, you have to give something else up. It's sad but true, I'm afraid.
Jules, we're so much more than brother and sister. I promise you I'll always care this much about you.
Enough talking for one night. I think we'd better get to bed rather than catch cold out here. I need a fit and refreshed team for our journey tomorrow. It's a magnificent boat, Antonio.
And you've got perfect weather for sailing.
How long do you think it'll take us to get to Catanzaro?
Well, let's see.
Hey, I want to
maybe...
see the map. I'm a member of the crew, too. I've got a right to look at the map.
Oh, all right. Have a quick look, and then please get back in the cart with Julie.
Me too.
Looks like a mutiny before the boat's even left port.
We want to know where Jules and Julie are going. Let us see it too.
We seem to be heavily outnumbered by them, Martin. I think we should let them.
Oh, very well. Come over here and listen carefully.
We're in Giari, just here on the map. You'll be sailing across the Strait of Messina to the very tip of Italy's boot, about 50 kilometers. And your destination is here. So the best thing is to stay as close as you can to the Italian coast and sail northeast up to Catanzaro, about another 160 kilometers.
So we ought to get there by tomorrow evening. We should have time to catch the cargo boat for Greece the next day.
But be very careful not to get too close to the Italian coast. There are some very dangerous reefs there, and they could even sink your ship.
I'll remember, Antonio. No problem. Thanks for all your help. Right, let's go. Let's get the supplies on board and set sail. Come on then, you two. We don't have all that much time. What's the problem?
Martin, don't you think it's rather a small boat?
Don't tell me you're afraid.
Well, it's just that I felt a lot safer on that big German boat, you know?
I hope you still remember what happened to us on that big German boat.
It's all right. I've been a sailor all my life. Trust me.
But you've only ever sailed big ships, haven't you?
I hope you'll come back to Giaria and visit us again one day. We'll never forget what you did, and there'll be a warm welcome.
We'll miss you, Angelina. You're our friend. We won't forget you.
I'm gonna miss both of you, and Jovan will miss you as well. He told me to say goodbye to you.
Say thank you to him from us. We'll always remember what he taught us. We were honored to have met him.
I know, Jovan is the sort of friend anyone would be pleased to have.
Secure the rigging well. We don't want the boom swinging around like rolling timber if we get high winds. Do you both know what to do?
Yes, Martin. Ah, it's good to be at sea again, isn't it, Julie?
Yes, it's wonderful, Captain Jules. Jules! Grab hold of my hand!
Thank you. Some captain I am.
Go easy. It takes time to find your sea legs.
Aye, aye, Captain Martin, sir. Martin, land ahoy!
Yes, it's Italy. We're making good time.
Martin, you've been steering a long time.
And what do you mean by that?
Me?
Yes, you. I could be wrong, but I thought maybe you wanted to steer.
Can I?
Why not? At any rate, I can't steer all the time, so I'll show you what to do.
Oh, don't worry about me. I was born to steer boats. I'll manage just fine.
Born to steer?
Toy boats on ponds.
Same idea.
Then take the wheel, Captain Jules.
There may be some small differences between a muddle boat and a real boat.
Perhaps even huge, enormous differences. It's the same differences between a pond and the sea. Now listen, you're about to receive your first ever sailing lesson. You hold the wheel nice and high like this so that you have full control over it. That's it. Very good, you've got it. Never stop checking your direction against the compass.
All right, but I can see the coast, so I know which way to go.
Yes, now, but you won't be able to see the coast at night.
You aren't really going to let him steer the boat at night, are you, Martin?
Well, possibly next time. So, do you think I can leave you to carry on at the wheel for a while now, Jules?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Right. I think I'll take a quick nap. If you get in any kind of trouble, wake me up straight away.
What sort of trouble, Martin?
Oh, I don't know. Pirates, for example.
Keep a sharp lookout, Julie, and make sure you don't miss a thing.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Captain Jules. At least you know how to give orders like a captain.
Wake me up in a couple of hours, please.
It must be about time we woke Martin now, Jules.
What for? He said he needed some rest, didn't he?
And he isn't the only one.
Just like I've always said, women aren't cut out to be sailors.
Careful, I heard that, Jules.
Just go to sleep, Julie. Julie's right. Perhaps I ought to wake Martin up now. Oh. I'd better secure that rope. Oh! Ow! Ugh. What happened? Oh, yes, the riggings were loose. Julie, wake up!
Huh?
It's the rigging! The boom's loose!
Jules, look out!
Can't you see what's happened? Come and help me secure the line! Look out! Stop, Julie! We've just got to get this rope down.
What's all this?
The line has worked its way loose and the boom has...
Huh? Oh, no! I don't believe it! Look at that! Oh. Anyway, why didn't you let Julie take a spell at the wheel?
Well, I thought it would be better if she got some sleep.
You wanted to steer all by yourself, didn't you? Why didn't you wake me up? Nobody can manage this boat single-handed.
He just didn't think he'd get into any trouble.
Just go and secure that rigging, will you? We've got to turn about. This isn't a toy, you know. It's a real boat.
I'm sorry, Martin.
That's it. We're running aground.
What's happened?
We have run aground. Let's hope there's not too much damage. But I'm afraid there is, though.
It might not be too serious. We're not moving at all.
It's a bad sign if a boat stops moving altogether. It makes me nervous.
Do you think we're going to sink?
Yes, unfortunately, we are. Or perhaps I should say the boat is. Let's abandon ship. But first, let's get the dinghy launched.
Make it to the shore, Martin?
Well, perhaps I ought to be honest with you. Those clouds that have been creeping up on us for the last half hour, they're a sure sign of a bad storm.
Oh, no, not again.
Don't get upset, Julie. I've had a good look at those clouds, and I'm sure this one won't be as nasty as the last. But I can't pretend to you that it's going to be easy to make it to shore either. I really hate this wind. I'm beginning to think we may not make it to shore after all.
think Martin's been injured.
There are only a couple of scratches. The real problem is we've lost the compass. Now there's no way of knowing which is the right heading to find the shore. And without a sail, we're at the mercy of the sea.
Jules, why don't we use the power to bring the boat into shore? It could be the only chance we have.
We shouldn't in front of Martin.
Why not? Don't you trust him yet? Or are you still annoyed with him for shouting at you? Come on now.
No, Julie, I'm not annoyed with him. He's right. It's my fault that we're in the mess we are. But you know, apart from you, I don't trust anyone.
Can you two start scooping out some water?
If there's no other way, I suppose we will have to use the power. But with a bit of luck, perhaps Martin can get us out of this without it.
I don't think there's much chance of that. I'm afraid he's more badly injured than he'll admit.
Dead calm. At last the storm's blown itself out. Years ago, when I was with Tournier, we were caught in the doldrums in the South Pacific. Oh, now there's an ocean for you. Big enough to drop the whole of Europe into it and never find it again.
Come on, Julie, have some more to drink.
But you've hardly drunk anything.
What difference does it make now, anyway? We're finished.
Go on, drink. I'll see what I can do for Martin.
The Pacific lasted 28 days. Not a gust of wind, nothing at all. Just like a living death.
You said we'd use the power if we had no other choice. Well, we've been drifting for about 3 days, there's no water left, and now Martin's arm is badly infected. He's in a bad way.
But don't you remember Captain Tournier telling us not to reveal our powers to anyone?
Don't be so silly. He's suffering from a fever. He isn't going to remember. Give me your hand, Jules.
I'm too weak to argue with you anymore.
By the 6th of the 7th powers, if we hope to save Martin, we need a strong current to carry us ashore.
Hey, what's that? Why on earth's that lighthouse putting its lamp on now, in broad daylight?
Go back to sleep, Martin. Don't worry. Everything will be all right.
Now why should I be worried? I've left 2 children in charge of the boat.
Concentrate, Jules. We must reach land as soon as we can if we're going to save Martin. It's working! The boat's moving!
But for how long? I'm so tired, I can't keep my eyes open.
We've got to, Jules. Please, please concentrate on the power.
I need to sleep, Julie.
Oh no, please don't let me down now, Jules. You've always been the strong one.
Well, you're the stronger one now. I've got to sleep. I can't do it.
Jules, Jules, wake up! Wake up, Jules! By the 6th of the 7 powers, take us to the shore at once. We must get there quickly. We must! That's done the trick. Although he's fast asleep, the power's working anyway. Look, Jules, look. But is that a ship I can see? Look, Jules, it's a ship. Jules, wake up, Jules. Hey, Jules. Oh, do wake up. It's coming. This way. We've got to signal to them. Wake up, Jules! We're saved! Please, please wake up! There's a ship! Can you hear me? Martin, please help me to wake Jules! Give me your hand. I'll have to do it on my own, I suppose. By the sixth of the seven powers, make a wall of light as a signal for that ship over there to see. Oh, please don't let it be a pirate boat.
They're very weak, but they'll be all right again before long.
And I was worried you might be pirates.
Nothing of the kind, young lady. No, we're only a merchant ship sailing from Kentansaro on our way down to China.
Did you say China?
Julie! You're all safe!
It is! It's Professor Leopold!
The journey continues! Bravo!
Thanks to you, Julie.
Now on board the ship Genoa, Martin will have the company of Professor Ledoux and the twins while he recovers from his wound. In the meantime, Podung sends a mysterious character in search of the twins. You can find out more about him by watching the next episode of The Adventures of Jules and Julie, the Twins of Destiny.
When the world is no longer fun, when the stars are no longer shining, Jules and Julie never give in. The twins of destiny keep smiling.
28.